We should reject any linkage between religion and terrorism, Prime Minister Modi said today in Myanmar in a speech that will reverberate through the country currently facing both from outside and within the same issue. Before departing for the second leg of his three-nation tour from Myanmar today, Prime Minister Modi had a meeting with the Russian and Chinese counterpart. In his strongest anti-terror pitch thus far made at the East Asia Summit today, the Prime Minister called upon countries in the region to reject any linkage between religion and terrorism and to follow international law and norms for peace and stability. As planned, the Prime Minister also announced India's support to the East Asia Summit declaration on ISIS.
Narendra Modi stressing on, the issues that are really challenges for the entire world, not just for India. Also supporting that East Asia Summit statement on Islamic State or ISIS, and saying that for global terrorism, for the fight against global terrorism, all countries really need to come together. Important pointer out there, stress on the fact that all sorts of linkages, any linkages between religion and terrorism must be rejected.
Stressed on how the challenges of the terrorism and extremism had increased in the region, Modi also said there was a close link between drug trafficking, arms smuggling and money laundering. The Prime Minister's second day in Myanmar has been packed with bilateral meetings.
Day 3 of Narendra Modi's stay in Myanmar's capital, Naypyidaw, began off early as always. Of course, first up, that meeting with his Russian counterpart Dmitry Medvedev, who stressed on the importance of Indo-Russian ties, and Narendra Modi recalling his last visit to Russia as the Gujarat Chief Minister. India's interventions at the East Asia Summit and Modi's structured dialogue with the Chinese Premier Li Keqiang apart. What is of importance is Modi's meeting with the Indian community here, what has in a way become his trademark style as well. Wherever he goes to, he reaches out and of course engages with the Indian diaspora there as well. Centuries old ties that India and Burma or Myanmar really share with each other. There was a time when the erstwhile British rulers would bring in people from Uttar Pradesh, from Bihar here to cultivate land, and their descendants still remain. Of course, the Upanatani Pagoda right behind me, yet another symbol of the cultural, religious threads as well that run through both the countries. In Naypyidaw with video journalist Tahir Chaudhary, this is Smita Sharma for Headlines.